The Young and the Restless Monday, September 29th recap. Claire breaks up with Kyle, calls Holden to accept LA offer. The Young and the Restless Y&R recap for Monday, September 29th, reveals that Claire Newman Haley Aaron will break up with Kyle Abbott Michael Mueller before calling Holden Novak nah. Then Owens to accept his Los Angeles offer. At the Abbott mansion, Kyle will summon Claire for breakfast, partly so they can talk and partly because Harrison Abbott Redding Munsell will be back from Milan. After Harrison hugs Claire and catches up with her, he'll get her to join Kyle in taking him to school. Later, Claire and Kyle will enjoy having a normal conversation, but they'll eventually have to address their issues. Kyle will want to know how to fix things between them, but Claire will admit she's not sure the confusion she's feeling is based on anything he did. Claire will acknowledge that she dove into this relationship quickly and didn't have the skills to cope when it got rocky. That led to Claire relying on other people's advice and opinions instead of trusting her own instincts. Now Claire will feel like she needs the room to make her own mistakes and decisions, so Kyle will realize she's breaking up with him. A tearful Claire will act like it could be good for them both in the long run, but Kyle will be upset since this isn't what he wants at all. Claire won't be saying this is forever, but she'll need to get out in the world and live on her own for a while. Since Claire will stand by her decision, she'll leave Kyle to sulk alone at the Abbott house. Next, Claire will make her way to the park, where she'll call Holden and wonder if his offer to show her LA is still open. At the Newman ranch, Victor Newman, Eric Braden, and Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, will speak with Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, and Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinel about using Jill Abbott, Jess Walton, to manipulate Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn. Nick and Victoria will get updates on Jack Abbott's Peter Bergman proposition about teaming up with Victor, so they'll worry this is a disaster waiting to happen. Nikki will also voice concerns about Victor using Jack's olive branch against him, but Victor won't see why she should care about that. As for Jill, Nikki will share some trust issues and worry she could betray them to help Kane if they rely on her for their plan. At Society, Victoria and Nick will debate the Kane situation before talk turns to Nick visiting Los Angeles for a couple weeks with Sharon Newman, Sharon Case. At Abbott, Jack will get on a video call with Jill and urge her to come to Genoa City so she can see Kane scheming for herself. When Billy appears in the doorway, Jack will abruptly end his Jill video chat and focus on his brother. Billy will make a pitch in hopes of getting his funding reinstated, but Jack will basically think he's too much of a wildcard to trust. Besides, Jack might need that money for the corporate drama ahead, so he'll frustrate Billy by refusing to help him. In the park, Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, will tell Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver, that Abbott Communications might be back on track now that she's patched things up with Billy. Audra will have more concerns, but Sally will try to stay positive. A little later, Billy will look rather defeated as he approaches Sally and Audra at the coffee house. Sally will realize Jack turned Billy down on the funding, but Billy will argue this isn't over, not by a long shot. Back at the ranch on Monday's Y&R episode, Jack will show up to see if Victor's ready to strike a deal and join forces against Kane. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Victor and Jack's risky alliance will move forward soon, so stay tuned to see all the ways that could backfire and end in katas. Trophic News. CDL will have other scorching Young and the Restless spoilers, news and updates to check out, so make us your favorite Y&R hotspot.